Who's ready for a good dish pantry raid?
Dance with me at home.
Tips to make amazing 15-minute meals with ingredients you already have.
Dish the details on your skillet-baked cheesy tortellini.
Fast to make, easy to clean up, and delicious to eat. Oh my, oh my.
And
we're gonna show you how to take the best food pics.
Look at that, amazing.
Don't you know it's a beautiful world?
that's next. Let's dish.
The kitchen has always been the center of my world because life is more delicious when it's full of food and fun.
Everybody knows me as a culinary expert and food judge on television, but also I'm a mom trying to get dinner on the table.
From Hollywood to home, I bring Southern sweet and Caribbean heat, and I'm not afraid to stir the pot.
Good food, good friends, good dish. Today, guys, it is the Good Dish Pantry Raid. We are showing you how to make delicious and fast meals from items you already have hanging around. If you need a weeknight dinner rescue, this is it.
And Daphne has a 15-minute dinner you can make from your pantry. I am dying to try it. Daphne, I want to know immediately, tell us the details, dish the details on your skillet-baked cheesy tortellini.
Oh yes, take a moment for that glamour right there. We are talking cheesy, pulled, delicious tortellini, flavor-packed inside and out, and an easy one skillet bake that's so fun to make, fast to make, easy to clean up, and delicious to eat. All the essentials have been met.
Everything you need.
So what I have here are some tortellini boiling away in some salted water, and these are gonna cook up quickly. I'm gonna take them just to al dente because they're not gonna bake in the oven, but they are gonna have a moment under the broiler to heat and get that wonderful cheese pull. So you don't wanna make them mushy. I have some turkey that I've crumbled up and just given a nice golden browning in some hot oil here, about 5 to 6 minutes, and now I'm going to start adding in my flavorings, some minced onion, a little garlic, well, more than a little garlic, like 3 cloves of garlic. I'm gonna give that garlic just a second to bloom in the hot oil. And then as your onions start to turn translucent and your garlic really has created that Italian perfume we're all going for, wafting into your kitchen, then you can add a little chili flake if you like it spicy, leave that off if you don't, and a little bit of tomato paste. And that just builds some really robust tomato flavor. You can smell the way it's gonna taste. I wish we had smell-o-vision. Every day on the show, I wish we had smell-o-vision.
Put it in the QR code one day.
Exactly right. A little seasoning of my salt and a little pepper. And then the next part is really to your choosing, based on like how saucy your family likes this pasta dish to be. I'm gonna go for a full jar, and you can either add a little more water here at this point, like use a little water to rinse out your jar essentially. Or you can add another half a jar of sauce and just loosen it up a bit. Which
A little of the pasta water into the jar if you want to.
That's a great call, actually. Yeah, I would go, I'm gonna go for like a jar and a splash, okay? Very precise measurements here, friends. Like I have to say, I really love when we cook on this show the way we do at home, because I think it's actually a really, my goal is always to make it feel like I'm in my kitchen, I'm playing with what I have, I feel confident to do that, I feel like I can mix things up if I need to, I feel like I can wear an outfit that won't get filthy by the end of the show.
It's fine.
And then of course, again, because we're using jarred sauce, which is such a delicious way to flavor boost anything, it has so much built in, oregano, basil, garlic, all of that coming through. But I like to add a little fresh note with just some torn fresh basil leaves going in here before I add that tortellini and the pasta water, which Gail, I think is a brilliant call. Let's go ahead and do that. These should be nice and cooked by now. Look at our lovely plump little dumplings. Love a tortellini.
Yeah, me
too. It's the pasta that has a present inside.
And my kids do too.
Oh, my kids love tortellini.
Yeah. Great staple in our house.
Well, I'm not going to try to.
You can pass me one of those dishes and I can do that. Yeah.
Oh,
You know what I mean?
Gail!
Yeah.
You're just
I'm working for you.
MacGyver over here. I love it. Thank you. That's what I'm talking about. Perfect. Lovely. Thank you. And that starch is going to help us build up a really silky, lovely sauce. You don't want it over brothy, though, because, again, it's not going to cook too long in the oven. Just nice to coat. And then my friends have been grating up not one, but 2 kinds of cheeses. What do you have over there, ladies?
Mozzarella.
There you go. Some mozzarella.
Beautiful.
Oh, this is Parma.
That's
this
Parma.
is mozzarella. Do you want me to put it right
mozzarella first. Let's go mozzarella right over top. Yes, and I kind of just like mush a little bit into the top layer and then scatter over top.
Yes.
Because you want that cheesy pull
I have some
cascading
more here.
underneath.
Hold on, because I think you need
Oh,
to.
ladle up.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not
mean,
going light on this.
No, thank you.
This is the best part.
Get it going. Push a few in. Lovely. Love to see that. And then the parm adds. Ooh.
Fine. I'll save it for later.
Yes, love it. The parm adds that wonderful sort of extra salty creaminess. It does give that golden brown crisp that we are all looking for. This last little bit, wow, we are really going artful here, aren't we? Okay, a little bit of olive oil over top just to glisten, and a little bit of flaky salt. And into my oven, I'm going under a broiler, guys. Well, it's a little hot. I could use a towel. Thank you.
I'm gonna open this for you. Get you
best.
ready.
You're the best.
How
Thank
could
you
you
so
do
much.
15-minute meals without Gail?
Can I be honest with you? I don't think I ever want to.
Got
Under the broiler, 3 to 5 minutes, you will know it's ready because your cheese will be golden brown. The smell will be intoxicating. It will be bubbling and golden. And here it is, ready to share with your family, your friends, and your excellent assistant, Gail.
I got that.
Oh, you're the best.
Oh my.
And remember, because we didn't overcook that pasta, it is still gonna be delightful and al dente in here, perfectly cooked. Garnish with garnish with a little bit extra freshly torn basil. I am such a fan of the rustic move here. And a little bit of fresh grated cheese. And ask your friends for compliments because they'll be coming free flowing right here.
I actually have to say that what's funny is it's a play on a baked pasta I've done before, ziti, etc.
Yeah.
Wait.
Yeah,
Wait,
that's
wait.
gorgeous.
Are we looking at this? Please
yeah.
come look
Get
at this.
that. Get that.
Oh my word. Okay, yes.
Perfect.
Yes.
I was just saying, it's not dissimilar to a baked ziti or a baked shell or any baked pasta, lasagna for that matter. In a way, I've never thought to do it with tortellini before because it's just it's all in there.
Yeah.
It's these little beautiful bundles of love already baked in.
One thing you're reminding me to say because of the lasagna piece is that you do want to let this rest 5 to 10 minutes before you serve it up because like lasagna, you don't want that watery element. You want it to have a minute just to collect itself. The extra sauce is super flavorful. And guys, of course, we are going to put this recipe on gooddishtv.com. Jamaica, you like it too?
I love it. It spoons up, like we said, in a whole hearty, bowl full. And I'm getting every note of cheese that I need. A little bite in the tortellini, the crusting on the top. And then that ground turkey comes in with a little hint of that chili flake. I'm gonna save that for my dinner tonight. So Daphne has set the bar pretty high for delicious pantry dinners, but why stop at one? We have a challenge for food and home blogger Natasha, who wows us with her Asili Glam Cooks Instagram feed daily. Oh yes, she's joining us from her home pantry. Natasha!
Hello. Hi there.
Hi, everyone.
All right, so now show us around your pantry because we got to see what's going on. What do you have in there?
Oh my gosh. So we just moved in and I'm trying my best to start with organization first. So I have my canisters for my pasta, my sugars, my dry goods, and I also have some vacuum sealed bags for any of those leftovers that we have when we open something up. And my favorite, honestly, are these just acrylic containers that we can just pop things in and organize them away. So it looks really cute and neat, but I also know exactly where everything is.
Okay.
So helpful.
I have pantry envy, I'm not gonna lie.
Just
that looks
moved
nice.
in. You are very, very well organized and very well stocked. And I'm glad you are very
Thank
well stocked
you.
because we got a challenge for you, my dear. We want you to make a meal in 15 minutes with those staples you have in your pantry. All right, don't get nervous.
Okay.
Do you accept your challenge?
I accept the challenge.
All right, we've got faith in you. Okay, so let's put the clock up. She's gathering ready for ingredients. Ready, set, go. Woo!
Go,
Come on, Natasha, go.
Do it.
Add that tray ready to pounce.
Yeah, for sure.
She's a poet.
I wonder what does she have on there? What's she picking?
Hard to say. Oh, I
What
don't.
you got?
Coconut milk? What is that?
Coconut milk?
Coconut milk.
Oh,
I
I
got coconut
like
milk,
it already.
Some jasmine rice, some tomato, some seasoning, and we're gonna see what we can bring together. Coconut milk is always a great start.
Love
This
that.
is a very strong direction, Natasha. Thank you. Okay, Natasha is gonna be working on her 15-minute pantry meal, and meanwhile, we need to take a break. When we come back, we're gonna see her finished dish and a fun way to use that half-eaten bag of pretzels in your cabinet to make the most delicious chicken your whole family will love. Stick around.
Like something you saw on the show today? We're dishing all the details on the good list. All the recipes, important tips, and tricks, all in one place. So stay tuned until the end of the show when we'll share the good list QR code. You can scan to send it all right to your phone.
That's food blogger Natasha cooking quickly. She took our 15-minute pantry challenge for something delicious for dinner, and the clock is ticking. We will reveal what she made in just a minute. But first, Gail is going to dish the details on a surprising way to use a pantry staple, the pretzels at the bottom of the bag after you've had your snacks and they're those crumbly pretzel dust at the bottom of the bag. Here's what you're going to do. You're going to make a delicious chicken dinner.
Yes.
Show us how.
And it's funny because you're like, yes, the dust is the staple.
Yes.
Just buy the dust. No, it's true. Everyone, at least I, always have pretzels in my pantry. It's a snack my kids love, and I never know what to do with them when they're at the bottom and there's not enough, but you want to use them
Or
up.
if they start to get stale.
Yes, exactly.
Yes.
That's it. So I have a bag of pretzels here. You can really use any type of pretzel you want, and I am going to get a little exercise, and I'm going to smash them with the back of a mallet. You can use the back of a saute pan or a rolling pin.
I love when your exercise involves carbs.
Yes, that's it. That is why we love it too. I'm gonna smash them up in this resealable bag and make them, pretty broken down so that they're not totally powdered. You can also do this in a food processor, of course, but that they are pretty finely smashed. And then I'm gonna season both sides of a piece of chicken breast, and I'm gonna show you how to do the rest. I'm gonna stir together a little dredging sauce of mayonnaise, mustard, honey, white wine vinegar, and thyme. This will also be a dressing for a salad later. You're gonna divide it up, you're gonna set up a dredging station, and then I'm gonna dredge my chicken first in the flour, then in the mustard mixture, and finally in the pretzel mixture. I'm gonna press those pretzels down into it to make sure they adhere. Repeat with all your chicken. I'm heating a large skillet over medium heat, adding olive oil and cooking the cutlets on both sides till they're cooked through. And then I have a little bit of olive oil that I'm whisking into that original second half of the mustard mixture that I made. And I'm dressing it over a salad that is really simple, also with things that I always have leftovers of in my fridge. Toss it up, and then I'm serving it over this pretzel-dusted chicken that I really have been eating for years and so enjoy.
This tastes like, I gotta locate it for you.
Yes.
It tastes like you're in like a fancy Tribeca restaurant for
Ooh,
brunch.
ooh.
And you want like a comfort food, like a chicken cutlet thing, but you want it to feel richer and a little more indulgent than you would normally make it at home. And then, they're just gonna elevate it with a gorgeous, slightly sweet, little bit tangy, very crunchy, notes of celery and scallion coming through with my cabbage slaw. It is so simple and so perfectly elevated. It is delicious. Also, the pretzels kind of like soak up a little bit extra of that fattiness, so you don't realize you're eating chicken breast because it's so juicy.
It's so clever because you know how you would do like honey mustard on the side to
This
dip
is
your
it.
chicken in.
It's the
By
honey mustard
dredging
for
it
me.
in there, you get a nice little hint of that honey mustard. I'm like, I don't need to dip anything with this. And then that crunchiness of that slaw. Oh, Gail, this is delightful.
I'm so glad you like it.
Loving.
Stop eating this delicious feast.
All right. Oh, wait, we got to check in. We're doing our thing, but 15 minutes are up, Natasha. Come on back. There you are. Okay, so Natasha shopped her pantry in a record time and was able to make a meal. What do you have for us? What is that?
So I made my signature salmon in a delicious coconut cream sauce over some quick microwavable jasmine rice. It has delicious flavor, you guys. The scallion, the thyme, the onions, the diced tomatoes from the pantry. Great ingredients that come together in no time to make a humble dish look spectacular.
What a feast after 15
Thank
minutes.
you.
Yeah.
Way to
Beautiful.
go.
You got a finishing sauce, you had a starch, you had a gorgeous protein.
Okay, Natasha, you are
It's
speaking.
quick.
You are speaking our love language because we love all of that. You did that. It's so fast, and that looks so good. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you so much.
All right, now up next, we are taking the Pantry Plunge with the very best tips to use what you have. Yes.
I think I need more of that.
Welcome back to The Good Dish. We have a new game, and I know you're gonna love it. It's called Pantry Plunge. Dance with me at home. Okay, all right, so now, this is a fun new way for us to drop some serious chef knowledge to up your cooking game. Daphne is with our 2 contestants. Daphne, tell us who's playing today.
Our lovely ladies here. We have Shatira and Quinita, who have been best friends since high school. Hello, ladies. Hi. They say that while they do love each other dearly, they can still get quite competitive. I sympathize. My sisters and I are very competitive as well. Tell us, well, hello, and thank you, ladies. We're so happy you're here.
Thank you for having us.
Are you feeling like are you going to go to blows today?
Absolutely.
Hey, let's do it, okay?
Wish her luck.
All right. Now you're each being given a good dish that you will drop down the plunge, and wherever they land, you will have to answer each question about a pantry item. The categories are dairy, oils, herbs and spices, and grains. Gail will be our pantry master. She will reveal the answers that have been carefully vetted by our dish host and culinary team. It's gonna be a good game, y'all.
Exciting. All right, Shatira and Quinita, are you feeling confident?
Yes.
Are you feeling
100%.
fierce?
Yes.
Are you feeling knowledgeable?
Absolutely.
All right, Shatira, drop your dish down the plunge. Let's see where it lands.
Dish number 1, down the slots. Oh, it's bouncing back and forth. Oh, right, left, no.
Oils. Oils. If you're baking, but run out of butter, name 2 things you can use as a substitute.
Olive oil, avocado oil.
Gail?
Not bad. And I'm not sure on the avocado oil, but you could definitely use oil and margarine. So avocado oil, I think, would work. You just want to be careful with flavors to make sure that it doesn't change the actual infusion of the flavor of that oil into your dish. Pretty good. I'd give it to her.
I think you get a point.
Yeah.
She's got it. All right, Quinita, drop your dish down the plunge. Let's see where it lands.
Right.
Grains. We have a grains.
Okay. Grains. Name a rice that is best for making risotto.
A rice for risotto. I don't know, basmati.
Gail, the answer, please.
I'm afraid that's incorrect. You always want to choose a rice that is short-grained but has a high starch content. The classic rice is arborio rice. I would also have accepted carnaroli rice as an answer. They are classic Italian risotto rices.
And rice-a-roni does not count. Okay. Tara, drop that dish down the plunge. Let's see where it lands.
Oh, she tried to play this one. Okay, dairy. Okay.
Nice choice. All right. If you're making tomato soup, should you use heavy cream or half and half?
Heavy cream.
Thank you. Absolutely. Always use heavy cream, half and half, because it's half cream and half milk tends to break and run and become watery if you are incorporating it into a dish. Tomato soup will always be smoother, more velvety, and creamier with heavy cream.
All right. It's time for you to catch up.
I'm gonna catch up.
Drop that dish down the plunge.
Oh, left, right. Oh, she's trying to go for dairy. Oh my gosh. Oh, herbs and spices.
All right. According to some research, 57% of women and 43% of men say this herb tastes like soap.
I think that is cilantro.
Ding, ding, ding. That's exactly right. And this is so fascinating. Genetic researchers have found that some people have a genetic predisposition, a variant that forces them to sense this soap-like flavor in cilantro, which is why it's often a good idea to separate it out if you're having a big crowd so people can add it in themselves.
Guys, we have a winner. Congratulations, Shatira! Queen of the kitchen race. You have won a gift card for a week's worth of groceries. Wow. Exciting. What? Maybe you can share with Quinita if you'd like to. We'll see how deep the friendship runs. Thank you to our players.
Thanks so much for having us. Yes, thank you.
Well, that was a nail biter, and now I'm thirsty. I think you may be too, and if so, we're introducing you to the best beverages that you haven't tried yet when we return.
Good morning, besties. Welcome back to another day of me trying different coffee orders till I find one I like because I'm now 27 and I never drink coffee, I never poop, I'm always tired, so I figured I should start. It's the original iced latte. Let's go. Disgusting. Oh my god. While it is disgusting and tastes like garbage, I do feel skinny, powerful, and chic. It smells like dirt. Let's try it. Might be the worst one I've ever tasted. Can't imagine this is bad. It smells like a glazed donut and looks like it would literally make me gain 600 pounds. I was really tasting the cold foam, then I tasted the espresso. It tastes very burnt, like someone's ashes. I give this a 5 out of 10.
Wow, brutal, a 5 out of 10. Guys, that was Claudia Oshray, otherwise known as Girl with No Job on Instagram. And she has clearly made it her job to find a caffeinated drink she actually likes. What's funny though is as you're describing the drinks, you definitely sound caffeinated. Something is working.
That's what all my comments are like, girl, you don't need caffeine, relax.
But you know, we're here to help. We're your gals in the kitchen. So we wanted to invite Claudia and her husband, Ben Soffer, AKA Boy with No Job,
Thank you.
for a Bestie Drink Swap, which is fun. And we're gonna show you some swaps for the best drinks you haven't tried yet, which I think is gonna be great. Okay, Gail, you have the first swap.
I do, and this is a challenge that I feel like we at The Good Dish are really up for. Like, I love changing people's minds about something delicious.
You've met your match.
Yeah, no, I'm ready.
So stubborn.
I'm ready. Okay, we're gonna start with something caffeinated. I know that's your goal. So this is the iced espresso drink. And if you don't want it, we're gonna swap it for
I definitely don't want that.
a chai iced latte.
That looks like a milkshake.
Okay, yes, so maybe you
Gorgeous.
guys, we'll get into it now. In case you aren't familiar, chai is the Hindi word for tea, and it is mixed with a latte, the Italian, espresso with a finish of lots of milk. This has cold frothed cream on top, because it's an iced chai latte. Let's see what you think.
Ready?
Yeah,
Give it a
Moment
shot.
of truth.
Take a sip.
Ooh.
Thank you.
Ooh.
That was a hard pass.
It's a hard pass. Not for me, but I respect and love this drink with all my heart. Just not for me.
Well, I'm feeling very hopeful about my next drink because you shot that down. Pow, pow. Let's go with mine. Okay, so I have a swap for sweet tea drinkers. I love a good sweet tea.
Me too.
And you want it good? Okay. All right, so if you want to change it up, you can try what I have here. Very pretty. It's a bubble tea. And you can get bubble tea, it's sweet, or you can get it a milky drink, but it's from Taiwan. And I mean, the shops have sprung up everywhere. So you can get it milky with like tapioca pearls at the bottom. So it's kind of like a little surprise. It's a snack and a drink simultaneously.
Such a time saver.
There you go. All right. And it'll pop up on, you can put on your Insta feed. You can, this kind of
stunning.
matches your dress. I'm winning.
I'm just
Look
making
at
so much
this.
content here today.
Really are nailing
This.
it. Look.
All right, pose it. You tell us
Thank
what
you.
you think.
You know what? I see a lot of people trying this for the first time on TikTok, and they don't realize that these balls will like come up through the straw, and they choke.
Yes.
So choking warning.
Not sure they're gonna come up through these straws.
I know, I'm
Yeah.
worried that
These are
those
tiny
It's
straws-
a safe straw, don't worry.
Did you get one?
Delicious.
Stunning.
Delicious.
Oh,
Delicious.
wow.
Delicious.
We hit a winner. I'm very
We
excited
hit a winner.
about that.
Thank you. Thank you.
Hallelujah, we did it.
Nice
Praise
work.
the Lord.
Oh, wow.
And Claudia and Ben have actually brought us a drink to try for our little drink swap. What is this drink?
We're turning the tables.
We,
Okay.
we did. Do you want to bring?
Oh, right, the swap. Okay.
There's a few. Yeah.
What you hiding under there?
Oh,
Ooh.
yes.
Take a looky here. These are Spritz Society canned cocktails. Ben and I started this company. Ben, tell everyone a little bit about it.
Sparkling canned cocktails comes in 4 flavors: grapefruit, blood orange, pineapple, and lemon. Right here we have the pineapple, blood orange, and the lemon. And we just didn't love other ready-to-drink beverages in the market. The hard seltzers just weren't doing it for us. They didn't taste great, and we decided to make something that tasted good.
They're so good. They're so refreshing. It's all I drink these days, and that says a lot.
And while they're canned cocktails,
Yeah, take
if
one.
you want to plus them up, they really are.
They make a great cocktail
They
additive.
make a great hard cocktail as well. But these are wine-based, so for the wine drinkers, hopefully you love them.
We're gonna get lit.
But
We're
wait,
So
explain.
this is to swap for your coffee in the morning?
Only after
Yes,
attempting
yes,
to find
yes.
a caffeinated drink you actually enjoy. Tell everybody a little bit, for people who aren't familiar with what defines a spritz or what like a wine-based cocktail, why you would go for that. Tell them about the calories. Tell them about your whole
okay.
thing.
6% ABV. It's a 6% alcohol percentage.
So it's
a little bit
alone.
more. It's a little bit more though than the hard seltzers. It's low in comparison to a typical cocktail,
Got
right?
it.
But in terms of the hard seltzers, it's a little bit higher.
Okay.
120 calories. Packs all, I would hope, all of the delicious flavor that you look for when you go to a restaurant and order a cocktail. But often when you go and get a hard seltzer, it's missing that flavor because it's basically malt water.
Or it has flavor you don't want.
It's so artificial.
It's so
Yes,
artificial
yes.
tasting. This tastes like real alcohol
Yes.
and with like a lovely fruit essence to it, but it also tastes natural. And you're gonna up the ante even
Yes.
further on this delicious drink. How are you gonna make it sort of like an additional cocktail level up?
Yes, should I
Go mixologist on us. Let's see.
Should I make one?
Yes. We're
Okay.
gonna slap some herbs. We love to do
We
that on
can.
the
We
show.
can. Like literally just like spank the
well,
herb?
Yeah.
Oh,
Do you
or
not
both.
know about this?
No, I don't know.
Oh my
Tell
gosh.
me.
Wait,
Okay.
guys.
Okay.
Any
Buddy,
opportunity.
you're gonna
I have
love
no idea
this.
what's
Okay.
going
Put your
on.
hand out. It's a trust assignment. Okay, put your hand out. Now let your husband slap it.
Oh, can we switch? Can I slap it?
Yeah, go.
Oh God, no, you're gonna hurt me.
Okay, go,
You're
go,
gonna hurt me.
So, who's in charge here? Go.
I have to be very. I have to be careful.
Switch.
Come on,
Go for
get
it.
back into
Yes. Now smell it. Now smell it.
Oh, fragrance.
You just
Ooh,
released all
wow.
these essential oils. It's
Holy
going to infinitely
smokes.
better flavor your drinks.
Smack the herb.
Smack them.
Smack the herb. I had no idea. Okay.
Yes.
All right. Well, we'll come back to this. Can you hold this
I'll
for me?
hold it,
Okay.
yeah.
So it's incredibly, incredibly easy to plus up a Spritz Society into a hard cocktail. Literally, all that you do, take a can of. I'm choosing grapefruit, but you can choose any of the 4 delicious flavors. Pour it out over a delicious cup of ice. You smell that? Mm-hmm. You smell that?
Very
God, it
fresh.
smells fantastic. Then,
And no artificial color, by the way, just pointing this out. I love to see that.
no artificial anything. I should have mentioned that before. There's 5 ingredients on the back. There is no regulation telling us that we need to put ingredients on the back because it's wine.
Mm-hmm.
We did it because we believe in transparency and people should know what they're drinking.
Bravo.
Shot of tequila. Shot of tequila because it goes great at 10 o'clock in the morning. A little slapped mint. Where'd our mint go? Here.
Right here.
Slap it again.
There
Woo!
you go.
Nice.
Little slapped mint. Wow, that looks
Gorgeous.
gorgeous. And then, of course, a nice grapefruit slice on the side. On the side, if we can get it in there. There we go.
Yes.
There we go. Wow. Wow.
That is
Should I-
gorgeous.
I'll just
Chug it.
Sip. I'll take a quick sip.
Looks good.
Take a taste of this.
Don't twist my arm.
Something tells me she's going to like this one.
Is that delicious?
Stunning.
Stunning.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's a drink you always can get behind.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you, guys. All right, well, we're clearly very busy here. Scan the QR code on your screen for the good spritz recipe, including your slapped mint. When we come back, we are dishing about a taboo topic, a social media dilemma. Find out if you're guilty of it, coming up next. Welcome back to The Good Dish. We love getting questions from you about all things that touch your life. And today's question came from a viewer named Gabby with a very real social media dilemma. Take a look.
I have a question for the Dish ladies. I have a couple of influencers and friends even that I follow, and I like to hate follow them. I basically follow to laugh or make fun of what they're doing. At what point will my hate follow be unhealthy?
Very interesting. Okay. Well, first of all, do you guys hate follow anybody? Do you think it's okay to hate follow?
I don't know if I'm really grasping the concept.
Yeah. Actually, that's a great place. Let's go back. What is a hate follow? Define.
I mean, I think that it is nuanced. It can be many things. I don't hate follow anyone on purpose, like for the pure joy of it, although there are certain people whose feeds, whether they're like a celebrity or something like that, who I follow purely for the sort of shock and awe of it all. It's definitely that, wow, what are they gonna do next? I cannot believe, and it kind of drives me crazy and it's sort of ridiculous, but it's really fun to see, right? But then there's other people I follow, which is why I think it has many sides, who are, dear friends whose personality in person I adore, but their content sort of drives me nuts, but I can't unfollow them because they're really good friends. I don't want to hurt their feelings, and I'm not gonna, pick a fight about it. So they're just in the feed and whoa, I gotta keep
Okay.
scrolling.
I mean, I have like people that they do like their morning breakfast and the smoothie and I'm like, okay, the grain bowl, the blender, I get it. I either just unfollow because I've seen every day you eat the same thing. I can't. I don't need to see it every day. So I'll either unfollow, but I kind of feel like if you're watching these people and you're like, ugh, I think deep down you kind of are envious of that. Like you want to do whatever they're doing and you can't, or you somehow want to make it your own. So that's why you're still tuning in to whatever it is that they're doing.
Well, I do think the original sort of idea of why social media can be so addictive is because it is kind of fun to see how very much alike or how very different people are from your life. Like, because you're led to believe you're getting like an authentic peek behind the curtain and, oh my gosh, they're just like me, or oh my gosh, how does this person operate in life? But Jamaica, I have to say, I am super impressed and like love that you will just say, I don't want this in my feed, unfollow. Like I get nervous people are gonna see that I unfollow. I will tell you when I discovered the mute function, it really, because I've never actively gone and sought out someone and followed them just for the pure pleasure of being like, what is going on here? But there have been people who I followed and then like over time it's been like, I don't need to see this every day in my feed. And the mute function, guys, it's bliss. They don't know you've muted them.
I didn't know that. See, I just like the cat videos and dancing squirrels and babies. Like that's what's my algorithm is all jacked up. I guess.
That's great.
I like to see fun things, happy things, and people I like. So that's just my feed. I don't know, but there
I
you go.
feel you. I get it. I think the bottom line of the hate follow is privately, you can follow whoever you want. We cannot stop you, and there are no rules to that. But there is definitely a line to cross. No trolling, no leaving nasty comments, no being vicious or bullying. That is where I cannot stand it in any way, and it can't be tolerated. But there is some fun in following the sublime and ridiculous. Okay. Next up, I am so excited for this. We have a food expert showing us how to take better food pics so that no one unfollows you or hate follows you for that matter.
My grain bowl.
That's
All
right.
I'm a grain bowl. My smoothies every morning. Guys, clearly I love a selfie, but these days social media is all about the food FOMO, and I am here for it. I think we're all here for it. I really genuinely love seeing what people are eating and cooking on social media, not just because it's fun, easy viewing, but also because it gives me good ideas of what to cook, where to try to get reservations. How about you? Do you scroll on past or you like those
Oh
photos
no,
too?
I am so with you. I absolutely do the same. So whether you're a home cook wanting to show off your latest meal or an inspiring food blogger, we're gonna show you how to take the best food pics. Yes, finally, right?
It's harder than it looks. We have good tips for you to
And there's
master
actually
it.
an art form to it. So here to help us fill your social media timeline with drool-worthy content is foodtography school creator, Sarah Crawford. Guys, now you gotta look at this. Look at her Instagram. It is, oh gosh, I'm getting hungry. And there she is.
Hi. How's it going, ladies?
Oh, we're very excited about it.
I'm so ogling your beautiful scroll there. I mean, it is. By the way, when you're photographing inanimate objects, you do have to do all the work.
You really do. You really not smile when you tell them
No.
to.
I know, it's
Like
so
your
true.
children.
I know
My
that
children.
too. No.
Not
Oh
all
no.
of
Oh, that's a whole new thing. We need a child photographer to come and give us some tips on that next. Okay, so just to set the scene, let's see some bad food photography. And Sarah, please talk us through what's wrong with this picture and how we could make it better.
So first of all, I would work on the angle. I love doing an overhead shot. It's so simple and it just makes food look fantastic. We're gonna put it closer to the light too. Just go to a window and get a really nice shot where you get some really nice natural light. Add in some props that actually make sense. Maybe not parsley, maybe like a little bit of sea salt, a jug of milk. And then last, just make sure that you slap a little filter on your photo and it looks amazing.
A little warming, appetizing filter. And at the same time, their chocolate chip cookies, like they have potential. Let's start with advice for a home cook who isn't trying to go viral. We just want to have pics that we can post and show off the great effort that we put into making these delicious meals for family and friends. What is your pro tip for how to handle this shot?
Okay, so the worst thing is when you take a beautiful dish and you're ready to photograph it and then it's like, oh my God, that looks awful on a camera. So
Yes.
what do I do? One thing that I love doing is adding garnishes to anything that I'm gonna photograph.
Okay.
It adds texture, it adds
color. Yeah, it's like a nice like presentation. So first off here we have just some sour cream I mixed with a little bit of water. And this is gonna make it so we can do like a little sour cream drizzle over here. All right, so what we're gonna do is just, ooh, and a little boop, boop, boop.
Yes, a
It
little
can be
constellation.
like a little artistic, and then after that, I mean, all of these things, these garnishes, they take 2 seconds to do, and they just make such a difference in your photos. We just have parsley. We're gonna put a little parsley in there, maybe a little bit here, follow that line of that circle that's being created, and then maybe like one more over here. I don't know.
Yeah.
We'll see. Just have fun with it. It can be a little bit messy.
Make it natural.
Yeah.
Also, have you seen where everyone does all these little dots and then they pull them like a little star?
Oh, yes, and it makes like a heart and stuff. Love that. And you just take a toothpick. It's so easy. So the last thing we're gonna do is just add a little bit of dimension with some black pepper. Again, just sort of going in like wherever.
Looks good.
So we have our handy dandy phone, and then we're just gonna go right on top of that soup and just get a few, we can get a nice detail shot in there. Oh, a little shiny side shot.
Okay,
Yeah, there we go.
nice.
Oh, one more. There we go, done.
Very good, very
Great.
good. Very nice.
Okay, so, I'm gonna come over here.
Yes, come over here. Next question. For people who love to go to the hottest restaurants, who eat out a lot, want to spread the food FOMO far and wide, how could you take a better picture in restaurants? And this really hits home for me because it is a big part of my job. It is a big part of my life. And every time I go to a restaurant, the food is so gorgeous, so delicious. I want to support them and I need the content. But the lighting in restaurants is usually so bad. It's made for the mood. I mean, it's not bad because it's bad. It's beautiful in person to set the mood.
Yes.
But it is not conducive to photography. So what do we do here?
Absolutely. I mean, you hit the nail on the head. The issue with restaurants is
yeah,
lighting.
that's it. That's what happens.
Lighting in here.
I look better in person.
Make it realistic for us.
That's the thing. It makes you look better, but it makes your food look not so good. So, Gil, you've probably seen this, but a lot of people in restaurants, they'll actually have their friend like hold up their phone light. You know it.
I like it and I don't like it. Like, that's the issue. You have to be careful about that because I also despise when you're like sitting and having a lovely meal and there's a person beside you like shining their flashlight in your face because they're trying to take a picture.
And it's also, it's
suffering
so
for the
intense.
art, Gil.
Yes,
It's so intense. So we're gonna kind of play off of that. And what we're gonna do is, here, I think this is one of those older phones.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't even know how to turn.
There it is. Okay, you got it. You got it.
I swear to God, I know what I'm doing.
Okay,
so the flashlight's on.
And it doesn't look good. It's just like
it's too harsh.
It's glaring.
It flares, yeah.
It's almost like you put a flash on your phone. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take just a water glass and we're gonna put the light through the water glass.
Like this?
Yeah, so put it all the way to it
right
and see how it starts to like glow, even come down a little bit even. Love it.
It's like dappled
You know,
light.
we do have these studio lights that are
group
like...
activity, by the way. I
So
love that
take
you're
that
like, here,
picture.
friend.
I want to see how
Okay.
this comes out.
So it just really helps to make, see how it's
Oh, it does, it
glowing?
glows.
And then we can also even just add in a
hold it
few-
up again so they can see it at home. Look at that.
Look at that. Amazing.
Oh, that looks way
better. It's just softer. It's a little dappled.
I mean, I struggle. I really struggle, and the pictures are horrendous. I had it last night. I was like, had a great noodle bowl. I wanted to slurp it, make it look good, and I looked terrible because the light was in my eye, and it was dreadful. So this is a tip I'm absolutely going to use.
Yes.
Okay.
Nice tip.
Pro tip.
All right, we are learning so much. Okay, so
Coming
now,
over. Where do we go? Okay.
One more, because a lot of people out there want to know about this one. So if you're like a budding food entrepreneur, but you're on a budget, someone who wants to, start maybe a blog or get a nice social media following, like what can they do for like a bakery or a food business? Tell us how we can make this work on a budget.
On a budget is key, right? Okay, so if you're starting out, you're gonna be taking a lot of photos of food. So you need all of your photos to look varied. One way that I love doing that is by adding my hands, like having some sort of like human element in there, So I'll take my phone and I have this handy little tripod.
That's cute.
There we go. And this is so great because now I can move things around. I can set up my scene and I don't have to worry about getting that angle just perfect. It's there, it's done.
And you can get this affordable like online or something like that.
It was so affordable and so easy. Love that 2-day shipping. And then what I can do is I can just come in with my hand. And now I have this really nice like human element happening here. I can take a bite.
Yes. I love the pictures where it's like a bite taken out of it. I feel like I took that bite, like it puts you in the picture.
Okay.
Now you can't talk. All right. Thank you so much. All right, Sarah, you are the best. We learned so much, and we've got more Good Dish when we come back. This is so
Today was such a fun day. I can't tell you how much I love diving into pantries and figuring out great things to cook super quick with what you got.
Oh, yes. And now it's time for the good list. See that QR code on your screen? Yes. Open your camera app and hold your phone right up to the screen, and it'll take you right to the recipes and more from today's show. And you can also head to gooddishtv.com to get it all. And since today's show was all about pantries, we also made you a Good Dish Essential Pantry list that shares what we recommend always keeping stocked in your pantry. Also, the good list, of course, is what's for dinner tonight, which is, oh my, that cheesy skillet-baked tortellini. Cheese on cheese on cheese. Goodness. Oh, yes. And it's made from items I know you already have in your pantry, and it only takes 15 minutes.
That's it, guys. I hope you love that delicious meal and also those pretzel cutlets. So delicious. Got to make them all. We will see you next time for more good food and Good Dish. Bye, guys.